Hello, friends, and welcome to episode 5 of A Byte at a Time. In this episode, you will use your skills in making pseudocode that you learned in the last video to plan your final project that we will make in the next episode. Before we start coding, let's plan it out with something called pseudocode. Like you learned in the last video, it's like writing your game as a story before turning it into real code. This means you are effectively making a blueprint for your final coding project. Pseudocode is an extremely valuable tool, especially when starting out. Here's how it might look for an adventure through a fairy tale kingdom. At the top, we have Start Adventure. This represents the beginning of your code, and it's where you'll start your fairy tale adventure. Below this, we have Ask the Player, left or right. This represents the part of your code where you will have the player make their first choice, one that will dramatically shape their adventure. Think of a game like a choose-your-own-adventure book. Once you have created both paths for the player, you'll need to come up with an explanation of what occurs based on which path the player chooses. You can make this as short or as long as you want. Fun is the only objective. First, we will describe what we want to happen should your player choose to go along the left path. In the example, the left path is a flower path with a magical butterfly that leads you to the end. This path will have another choice at the end that is decided by whether you choose to follow the butterfly or not. If you do, it leads you to treasure, and if you don't, you'll come across a village of talking animals. The objective in this part of your pseudocode is to go through what happens once the player has chosen the left path, and what happens when they've completed it. Next, we will describe what we want to happen should your player choose to go along the right path. In the example, the right path is a choice between looking at a waterfall or a special cave. This path will have another choice at the end that is decided by whether you choose to enter the cave or check out the waterfall. If you choose to enter the cave, you will find a magic mirror, while if you don't, you will get a gift from a wizard by the waterfall. The objective in this part of your code is to go through what happens once the player has chosen the right path, and what happens when they complete it instead of the left one. If you want an extra challenge before starting the rest of your final project, try making your pseudocode more in-depth using the words from the last video and the code you learned in our other videos.